Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about a very special and interesting thing, which is so important that it's because of its contribution that we can see everything that we see today. I believe you have already got the answer. Yes, it's reflection. I'm not going to talk about physical reflection, but the reflection of my academic speaking assignments, which has a similar effect that makes me see or understand things better. So let's start.
Oh, sorry, please fill in the blanks. 5 points. Okay, 5 points for our guys.
The first assignment that we did is self-introduction. At that time, I was not so familiar with giving a speech to more than 5 people. I was so nervous that I even frozen up. But there is still something that I think is good, like the hook that has been shown in the video, which is unique and fun. The second one is introducing speaker. This one is very useful because I think there is a very high possibility for me to introduce a speaker, especially our professor in an academic conference.
And has made a great contribution to the hydrogen batteries. Now,
I remember that before giving this speech, you have just learned how to give a hook. So in this speech, I gave the audience a question that is related to the professor's achievement as a simple hook. For the weakness, I have said several and this kind of words. And I think the reason is that I was a little bit nervous and spoke a little bit fast, which made me forget to pause between every sentences. Another thing that I didn't do well is eye contact. During the whole speech, I couldn't stop watching the screen, and I think the reason is that I was lack of confidence. So what I can improve in the future is pause between every sentences and practice more to grow up self-confidence.
good morning everyone. Today we are going to analyze the speech given by Galen McCormick, who is from UCLA.
Next is the speech analysis. What I did in this speech is quite different with the first one. For weakness, I didn't give a hook at the beginning, which is so important that can engage the audience at the first 10 seconds. And the analysis of the strengths is not so good. And I think the reason is the limit of the time and the video that I choose. There is also something that I did well in this speech. The most obvious ones are the body language and the use of the stage. I placed myself in the middle and walk around the stage, which has helped me to have a better contact with the audience. Personally speaking, I think this is the best job that I have did among all the assignments. For impromptu speech, I think this is the most challenging part because it's a no preparing one. I remember my topic is bottle or cans, and in order to spot my opinion, I used the PREP structure. But actually I didn't do well. I'm a little bit hesitation of choosing words, and I think the reason is my lack of vocabulary. Although I tried to relate the topic with my major, I still couldn't find a perfect logic to deliver the reasons. I have the similar problem when I was doing the persuasive speech. I was acting my little trick as a hook. The question asked by Vanessa made me confused and lost my temper. And I think the most useful way to improve this is more practice, like using the website of impromptu speech. Next is the informative speech. First, but also the most important problem, the content that we deliver is too professional to follow by the audience. This is about targeting the audience, which is very necessary because the content or the topic is designed for them. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. For the strength of content, I think we are well structured and connect the topic with our campus and Macau.
First part of the mechanism, we give some suggestion to you.
As what we can see from this part, the use of mic can make the voice used more effectively. So in the future, I should make better use of audio equipment. And a similar problem with introducing speaker. I should watch the screen just at the moment that I need, and this will advance my eye contact. For the discussion part, it's more like a reflection of the informative speech. And what's more, we can learn some discussion skills, like how to aid or against the idea that are made by our partner. Here comes the poster section. Cindy and I choose to use AD as our subject because it's also the topic of our informative speech, so we are familiar with it. But this time, we made it simple and focus on its application in Macau and its procedure. We have set a model of AD, which made us have a good interaction with the audience. And I think the process of designing and delivering the poster will deeply impact my future academic speech. Actually, it has already works. Last week, I had a speech about quantum imaging, and this session has helped me a lot. The last one is persuasive speech. The main problem in this speech is my reading action. It creates a loss of eye contact, gesture, and furthermore, the loss of emotion, which is so important in a persuasive speech. And the reason of this will be included in the next part.
To begin with my presentation, I have bad news to tell you. I have called you now.
I would like to talk about the hook next. Although it's an engaging hook, it leads to my lack of tempo and my reading action because I was not ready for the suddenly unexpected question asked by the audience. So the next time I think I should think about the question that the audience may ask before the speech. In the end, there are many things that I need to improve in the future. As what I just said, I should not focus on the screen. I need to think about the unexpected questions and so on. But the most significant thing is practice. Only more practice can eliminate the anxious and make my delivery skills better. Generally speaking, the skills that I learned in this course will help me in my academic speaking in the future. Thanks for this course and thanks for your attention.